So touching upon what I think is some of the most exciting partnerships that we currently have, not just in development in the background, but actually providing our users with real world solutions, is one of them is Travala, which is one of our closest partners, where we've had a 5-stage partnership and integrated KLV as a payment option, integrated Travala and the Binance Smart Chain options into the Klever wallet itself. But our next step is actually to integrate Travala as a mini app inside of the Klever ecosystem. And we would be the second in the world to Binance, only to do that, which means that you can actually travel around the world directly using any of the chains or tokens or coins that we support, instantly, seamlessly, and very secure, directly inside of the Klever ecosystem. So it opens up a lot of opportunities. Another very exciting partnership, which I see, is Simplex, which we've worked with for so long to provide what I think is the easiest way to buy crypto with fiat today inside of Klever. A very simple, smooth, seamless process, and we've added not only Matic lately, but a host of coins, and we keep on adding new as we go. So our partnerships also with blockchains, as Sobrera was touching on, with Kusama, with you guys at Polygon, with Reef. We also support the decentralization process of these projects, which I think is a very important and often forgotten point, which is that we in Klever, we have a lot of validator experience and the operational side of running validator nodes on dozens of blockchains around the world. And we then apply that by supporting the decentralization process of Reef, for instance, that now went to mainnet, and others as well, by becoming the first validator on their chain and supporting them through the staking and the bonding, which we also do for Matic, of course. So I think there's so many fascinating partnerships and flourishing partnerships that we're working on today, and it's only the beginning.
Definitely. But it sounds really awesome that like you have gone cross-chain, you have gone cross platforms, use cases, and that's really great. So just to remind our audience, so you can see a pinned tweet on the top of the Twitter space, and I'm just going to pin one more tweet so that you guys can go check out official Klever website and all of their social media handles. So yeah, please go and check out their handles. And so so far, whatever you have achieved and where you are right now. So what do you think were the challenges, were major challenges that you have faced until now?
Felipe, do you want to touch on that? More on the challenges, especially on building a new platform like the Klever Exchange and the Klever NFT marketplace?
Yes, sure. I always say that Klever is a tech community. It's a tech company. It's not just a blockchain company. We are really passionate about our products and what we do. We are traders, developers, and we love what we are doing, and we love Klever and also the community as well. Uh, we have a really interesting challenge to create a Klever exchange, because we created Klever exchange is created by own technology, all technologies. So it's very different from the others, because all the parts of the autonomous the autonomous booking, order books, and also the infrastructure from the back end side, from the front end side, all the parts of the Klever exchange is built by own technologies. So we are creating also a Klever ID ecosystem that will provide us a passport for all the Klever products. It will be including the gaming that we are creating with a partnership with Moon Labs. It will support the custody and all the products that we are creating, the marketplace as well. it's created by it's supported by the passport called Klever ID. You'll be able to send money, to send a crypto through these entities. So it's very challenging because we are creating through the hundreds of developers that work remotely all over the world. So uh, Clever Exchange is a product that is growing really fast, and I think that we can create this because we have the technology in our DNA, and we have a lot of squads. So basically, I work with a lot of squads, not just the Clever Exchange and NFT squad, because all at Clever always connected. For example, if I need something from the boats team that is led by the David Yanakiara Deus, founder of Clever Brother, I can talk with them. We can create solutions with the both squad. If I need something from the CDO Bruno that is here in our life, I can ask him to select the best developers in the world, and we can they can provide me the tools and all the stuff to create the best product that I can. Clever is all connected. We are a lot of squads. I can talk with Sobera anytime, that and he can send me the labs team and help me to create the best product. It is something different, and I'm following the Polygon team and all the roadmap, and I think that is very similar from us because we are passionate and we are tech guys. We love what we are doing, and we create a company culture that help us to achieve this kind of milestones. You know.
Exactly. Yeah, Fernando, if you have anything to add.
Yeah, for me, about the challenges that we are facing right now. So the ecosystem is the crypto ecosystem, not Clever, but the crypto ecosystem. Uh, we have a lot of different kinds of blockchains with each specific specifics. For example, how they stake, if they need to freeze coins, or if they need how the transaction works, if they need to create neurons, for example, the new chain that we're working with, called ICP. And so it's kind of difficult for each user to understand how the blockchain works if every blockchain is different. One of the things that Matic do, integrate every blockchain, allowing them to switch coins and tokens between them, providing less fees is very interesting for us. That's one of the things that we choose Matic for. But it's challenging for us to manage all those specialities of each blockchain. So we have a huge team on our lab team, lab squad, to understand every coin that we are integrating in Klever ecosystem. So this is one of the challenges that we have right now: how to make easy for the users to have different features and different ways to do the same feature sometimes, and how we can make it easier for the user to operate.
Yeah, I think that's a very valid point. And another one that's extremely useful from a communications perspective is about educating our users and making sure that our users are staying constantly aware of all the threats that are out there in terms of scammers, fraudsters, hackers. People are trying to do social hacking against them, and making sure that they understand the importance of keeping their 12 words safe and their private keys safe. We do this by having a lot of educational content going out in article form, in video form, through live streams, and always making sure that we are on top of it, on top of the game in terms of education. And then we also have, of course, a very fortunate situation to have, in my opinion, the best support team in all of crypto, running 24/7, 365 days a year, led by Matthias Bulk, who their team essentially answers questions from users and their inquiries and their tickets within 5 to 10 minutes, which is unprecedented in crypto. It's very personal, it's very direct, and making sure that every user of ours know that we are there when they need it, whether they have an issue or a question. So I think that in terms of educating and supporting our users is really one of the core values of Klever as well.
Wow, that's really wonderful. Like, I mean, for a new user, it is really important to have such support system as well as the information that you're providing. So that's really amazing. Talking about users,
Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah, hold on, Shiname. I think
yeah,
Bruno
please,
had another point.
definitely, please go ahead.
yeah. Sorry to interrupt you. Yeah, amazing point, Misha. And about challenge, I need to remember that we came from nothing. So just a few nerds trying to get financial freedom, and we start Clever as a community. So we are a community-driven company and a completely different company from any other company out there. I usually say that we are building the company from the future because our culture, our organizational culture, and the way that we work is completely different of everything that you can see out there. Here at Clever, each one has its own responsibility and accountability and freedom to do the task, to do the daily task, the daily basic job. So it's challenge, you know, it's challenge
Exactly.
to change mindsets, yeah, to change the way that people use it to work, because here at Clever is very different the way that we work. We are a community inside and community outside. I mean, we are a community from inside to outside world. We listen to community. We are driven by community since our basis because we listen everyone at Clever. Everyone at Clever is building Clever. So it's amazing and challenging in the same way.
Wow, that's such a great thing. Uh, yeah, talking about users, so you have this different aspects of uh, everything of every world for users to use, like they can go in exchange, you have a marketplace as well as a wallet. So what do you think in general are users moving towards? Like, is it DeFi, is it NFT, or is it for playing games? What do you think in general is the future from here? Like, as we saw, last year was the DeFi summer and everyone went crazy and DeFi was at its peak. So, like, in your community as Clever, where do you see your users spending most of their time?
I think we see a very
Yeah,
clear. Yeah, Felipe, go. I
yeah.
do want to
Sorry.
hear more on the NFT aspect. So go ahead.
Yeah, NFTs are going crazy right now. I think that we are on day zero from NFTs. We here at Clever, we already launched a successfully product called DevKings. That is also inside our labs program. The DevKings game, I can explain about a little bit about it. It's we have a marketplace called clevernft.com that went live one month ago, a little bit more, but and is getting a lot of success. We sold a lot of NFTs inside this product, and it's growing every day. So from now on, I think that the Clever NFT marketplace inside the exchange that will be launched soon, will be a game changing product for the market, for the NFT space. We want to create something called the cross chain marketplace. It's very different from the in aspect from the product, because we will support a lot of chains and blockchains, and also we want to take the fees and the blockchain fees. We taking out this blockchain fees, because we are doing the custody through the Clever banking, and we want to also provide our users the Clever wallet integration, and it will make the deposits and withdrawals and the custody very easily with the new Clever 5 launch that's coming soon. we want to create a low commission, because I think that commissions from marketplaces is very challenging for the users, and also they get a lot of cost for it. I think that it is very challenging. I think Polygon created a great alternative from the Ethereum blockchain space, lowering the fees, and I think that we must follow this pattern in our marketplace as well. And I think that's something very interesting for the marketplace that we want to create, is to have the Klever swap integration. And I think that it will help the NFT space, because creator will be able to choose the crypto they want, and the collector, and the other side, the collector will be able to select the crypto he wants to pay for the NFT. So this is very different. I'm not seeing something very often on the NFT space, and I think that Klever will create something very amazing for the users, for the community as well.
That's wonderful.
I do want to just emphasize a little bit on that point that Rieger was making. We're talking about a multi-chain NFT marketplace. It doesn't really exist in the way that we envision it and that we're building it right now. So just take a second to think that you can mint an NFT on Polygon, or you can mint it on Ethereum, or Binance Smart Chain, or Syscoin, or any other Tron, or any of the major chains that we support inside of the Klever ecosystem. But by creating this multi-chain aspect of the NFT marketplace in Klever, we give access, a universal access, a much more easily accessible market for everyone to sell, mint, store, sell, and buy all kinds of NFTs. So I see this as one of the most exciting evolutions of the crypto market and crypto economy. We've gone from the ICO craze, we've gone through the DeFi summer, as you said, and now we're coming into digital ownership. We can call it NFTs, or we can call it whatever the future non-complicated word that will actually trump in the NFT space. I don't think personally that NFTs will be the actual word that wins the game in the end. But it's a very, very fascinating kind of mission that we've set on to build first the infrastructure of a multi-chain wallet, extend that into a multi-chain exchange, and then extend that into a multi-chain NFT marketplace. So I think that's definitely where the trend is heading, and Klever is aiming to become a major player in this field.
Amazing. Fernando, Bruno, do you have anything to add?
No, I'm okay. I think Misha did a great job here, explain everything. Also, Philippe complemented very well with the NFT, and I think it's actually the next hype, as you're saying, the DeFi system. I think the NFT is right now what is hot, and may become the next hype of like we had with DeFi systems. Actually, it's actually already is already what we can see right now. So
Right.
There is, however, I think another aspect also that I think will become very popular. Right? We've seen a very clear evolution of reducing fees as a scaling solution, trying to constantly reduce fees. That's why Polygon exists originally, to scale Ethereum and to reduce the high gas fees. And I think that's something that will come perhaps the spring of low fees, let's call it. But I think that would be very interesting to hear from Sobrera, from Fernando, about the Klever blockchain and Klever chain that is currently in testnet, and the 10 free daily transactions. Because I think being able to provide our users with a certain amount of free transactions, or at least being able to provide them very low transactions, it's something that's definitely going to be there.
So it's very important for the users to manage to have the low fees to operate in a blockchain. Yeah, but one thing is the fee are there to protect the blockchain from floods. So if you have a lot of free transactions, one may come and just put a lot of dumb transactions in the blockchain, and the machines will start to lose power, and we may face some issues. So this is a very tricky feature to consider if we're gonna have the free transactions, lower the fees. We're still trying to figure this out, and but yeah, it's very good to have accessible fees for the users, as we have in Polygon ecosystem as well, and a few others out there.
Definitely. So that begs my next question: that why did you guys choose Polygon for this platform?
Polygon was one of the reasons that we choose Polygon. We are getting a lot of requests from our users, and of course, we are on the top of the blockchains looking for the best ones out there to integrate in our ecosystem as well. And Polygon was a very, very, very good candidate integrating Fuse blockchain. So getting a lot of attention and attraction from the users, especially with the high throughput of transactions and very low fees, and how they integrate everything and the mechanisms of the file systems and the apps to run in it. And that's one of the reasons that we choose Polygon to be integrated in our ecosystem as well.
From the exchange side, I can say that we want to have the best products and best product projects, and I think the Polygon is one of them. I think that it's very good for us and Klever to have this ecosystem, this community inside the Klever exchange. We want to educate our users and to have to provide the best exchange experience as we can. And I think that Polygon is something that we want to follow and to have. It's very good for us to have Polygon Matic at Klever Exchange. I can say also the NFTs from I'm following. I'm an NFT nerd and I love NFTs. And can say about the NFTs. I'm following the events on New York, and I think that Polygon is creating a huge success with new collections. I think that some new collections will be launched today as well, and I think that we want to support those collections and projects in with our NFT marketplace. So I think that we want to have the Polygon community inside Klever. We want to provide for users the opportunity to buy and to negotiate the Polygon Matic at Klever Exchange, and also to buy the NFT collections with the inside our NFT marketplace as well.
Wonderful. I was just about to ask you if there are any current campaigns that you're focused on. As you mentioned that you are having a drop today. Uh, would you like to elaborate more? Like what else are the things that you're planning?
Sorry, can you repeat the question? The last question?
Yeah. So as you mentioned that you have a drop today, so I was just asking that are there any new campaigns that you are focused on currently?
Yeah, I was saying that Polygon is launching. There is a new collection, NFT collections that will be launched today at Polygon that I'm following. Just regarding the drop, we already testing the NFT marketplace, and maybe in the following weeks we will be launching the first open beta from our marketplace, and we will support the DevKings NFT collection first. Then later we can talk. We can start adding new collections, and I think that NFTs from Polygon will attract a lot of attention from our community, and all the NFT from the Klever community as well. So I was saying that more about the Polygon collection that will be launching today. I'm following the community from Polygon, and I think that you guys are doing an amazing job, and I'm loving the new collection that is launching on Polygon as well.
Let me improve the tech part about the recent developments. We are focusing in building all solutions in native mode. So our new release that are coming soon, we are building in native code. I mean, in Swift for iOS and use Kotlin for Android, because we want to reach the maximum and better experience for the user, and some things and some features you can only do when you go in native mode. So we are build this and stay tuned because our products will evolve and keep evolving. Stay tuned.
Definitely. So, just to remind our audience once again, you can see the Clever social media handles that are pinned on the top of the Twitter space. So, for any new updates, please go out and check, follow their social media handles for the further updates. Talking about the future, as you moved from wallet to exchange and now NFT marketplace. So, what are your future plans? What are the milestones that you're focusing on for the future?
One other project that we're running right now to be released soon is a hard wallet. I think we didn't comment about that yet. We're gonna have support for all chains that we support on wallet. We also include in the hard wallet as well. And I think there's will be a huge development coming. And of course, we few campaigns out there to explain a little bit more how we increase the security on the hard wallet and how they integrate with our ecosystem well, how they fit for the users, and yeah, a few things to come, right, Misha?
Yeah, for sure. And I think that the hardware wallet is something that a lot of our users, although they feel very comfortable storing their wealth and their funds inside of the Klever ecosystem, whether it's the app or the exchange, having something offline gives another level of security. And the hardware wallet is a project that's been going on for more than a year, and it started out with only 2 hardware engineers, and it's over 10 now, working only exclusively on the hardware wallet, and it's actually going on pre-sale this Q4 with over 1,000 units being in production. So there's a lot of things that, especially on the technical side, perhaps Bruno, that you want to talk about regarding the hardware wallet.
Yeah, it's a very interesting point. We started to build the hard wallet with some scientists from the Fortaleza University, one of the biggest private universities here in Brazil, and we have the full power now with a partnership with this university, with the Fortaleza University, for build the technology, for build the new technology, for be safe, because it's something that we are worried about. I have this use case for me, where I will store my 12 words, my private keys, in a safe way. In a paper, yeah, but the paper is not so safe. Well, I need something more. So that's we are trying to. I mean, we are solving we are an address in this project. It's amazing project with amazing and progress, and we are here to make the wallet more safer than ever with the hard wallet.
And I think also that's a point that's very valid around the entire tech structure of the Klever entity as a company, which is that all the tech that's going into the wallet, the exchange, the hardware wallet, the blockchain is proprietary tech, its own tech, meaning that every line of code is written by Klever engineers. And something that I know that Felipe Riegers is really crazy about. Maybe you can go deeper into it.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm always saying that it's like we are just creating the future, and I think that the one interesting thing that is Klever is a multi-squad company, and besides that, we are all integrated to create the products with passion. When I'm creating the products for an exchange, I can say about the Klever pool that will be something very interesting that we will deliver very soon. I can use the 3 squads from Klever. I can use the boats team. I can use the blockchain team. I can use the labs, and every aspect of this kind of squads, they have experienced guys in each sector. So imagine you are creating a product and you need someone that has a lot of experience in this side. You can use it. You can select the guy and they start working with you in the same time. It's amazing. And I have also the community baking up and sending the request and sending the feedback, and I love this kind of situation because we are just improving on a daily basis. So I think that we are following a pattern that is going to select the best products, and then I think that is the way to grow. That's why I think Klever is growing a lot. I think that we are community driven and passionate about our products. uh, it's a lot of things coming from Klever. I love that community is helping us to achieve our roadmap, and I think that 2022 will be an amazing year for Klever. I think that for Polygon as well, because we are community driven products, and we are community driven platforms. We love tech, we love blockchain. How else could be wrong? I think that we following a pattern that will lead us to the success. No matter what happens, I think that community support us. We do our best, and we are creating the best that we can.
And another point on regarding the future developments of the Klever ecosystem, I think that one of the epitomes of what we're doing and what we're leading to in terms of development of our products is, of course, to launch our own chain. And I think there's really no one better than the blockchain guru himself, Fernando Sobrero, to talk a little bit more about why we're launching our own chain and what it is and how we're building it and what it will do for the Klever ecosystem.
Thanks, Misha. So Klever blockchain is a little bit different from the concept that we see on current blockchains, in the matter that we are creating our blockchain with specific applications. So what we call Klever applications, or KApps. The KApps are different from what we have right now because most of the blockchains runs the virtual machine. For example, in Ethereum, you have the EVMs, and anyone can write a contract and a piece of code that goes and be executed in the VM. And for Klever chain, the Klever team will develop this feature. So we're not running any VM. The blockchain itself has the embedded code or applications for each one of the applications that Klever will support. And one of the things that this will improve is the speed of the processing. So we can probably have more effective processing of the system because we are not running a VM system. And another thing is about the security for the user. So as in a Solidity mode, or any programmer can write the code and plug in the blockchain for a contract. The contract not always are validated by third parties, and users will just execute the contract and send funds to there. That may be a scam contract or not, but very high risk contracts. And on Klever, we are developed these applications in the matter that users will have specific functions for that contract. So they will know that the contract is built by Klever and maintained by Klever. And this way we we can bring more of the security thing for our side and see how the transactions are actually running, should run on the contracts. And beside of that, on the applications, we also running a very interesting business model on the blockchain where we're gonna have partner chains. For example, we go to the traditional business and we know how that business run and how it works, and we're gonna propose a solution for that business to join the blockchain. So right now they know what blockchain is or may not know, but they don't know how to integrate the business and what they can get most from the blockchain. And that's how is going to get them in the blockchain ecosystem. We know the traditional business, how it works. Most of the teams have worked in big companies, and we know the blockchain, and we're gonna bring the solution for that kind of business and show to them, oh, here's the solution, you just need to use. And that's how we're gonna bring the business to our blockchain side.
And just to summarize that point, to actually bring in enterprises and businesses that are currently not really literate in blockchain or not really understanding how to enter the market or how to take advantage of the crypto economy, the Klever blockchain will essentially remove smart contracts in order to make things a lot simpler, safer, and more convenient for the users. Right. So all the triggers, all the features, and it will instead be built into the blockchain natively. And I think that is something that is not only groundbreaking, but it's doing things completely different and having the community aspect through the K-Fi token and the governance as a governance token allows the community to approve or disapprove apps to make sure that we mitigate the potential for any kind of scammers, fraudsters, or anyone that's trying to essentially steal the money of our users, and simply not allowing them in, making sure that it's a safe space and safe place to conduct business as well as transactions and flourish on the blockchain. So I think it's an absolutely groundbreaking approach that Sobrera and his team is doing.
I have something to say that we
Hello,
are
can you guys
developer
hear me?
friendly. Yes, just a point. Polygon has
Hello?
something that is built from developers to developers. I think that we are very similar in this aspect. Klever creates the products we are developers and we create the products for ourselves as well. So Sobrera and Michel were talking about the products that we are launching, but before we launch these products for developers that we will be launching anytime soon, we are already using this aspect of these products. We are using the Klever SDK on the Klever Exchange. We use the services from Klever in all the products. So imagine that when we ship the product for developers and open for other developers inside our blockchain, the product will be tested, will be already running for 1,000 users, because we are already doing this. So imagine if you are a developer, you want to create something amazing in the blockchain space, and you don't have something to integrate. Klever will be able to provide you this kind of solution, and you will have something that is already running for thousands and millions of users, because we are at Klever are developer friendly. We are developers, and we use our products in our solutions in our products as well. So I think that will be something very, very amazing for the blockchain space, and for Klever Chain will change the game. So I think that we are very similar from Polygon in this kind of culture and in this kind of aspect. We are developers, and we want to provide solutions for developers, to create platforms, to create amazing products. And this is something that we are passionate and we want to follow on in the crypto space.
Wonderful. So I think we can take some questions from the community now. So if anyone has any question, please hit request. I'll take you up. Meanwhile, I would just like to you know tell the audience that you can check the pinned tweet on the top of the Twitter space. So that will take you to the official website and all the social media channels for Cleaver. So please go and follow for further updates. And if you have any question, you can definitely reach out to them on their social media channels. And if you have a question or feedback or comment, anything you want to talk to, please hit request. Guys, where are you based out of, by the way?
The metaverse.
So,
Most most of our
We're actually a completely remote and global company, originally born out of the slums and the favela of Sao Paulo through our CEO and founder Dio Ian Chiara. But coming out of Brazil, we have today collaborators, engineers, and developers from Canada, United States, Brazil, Chile, Portugal, South Africa, Nigeria, India, Israel, Ukraine, Holland. I can go on. It's really unbelievable. It's a completely global company with more than 130 staff today.
wonderful. So, Ronak, if you get any request that I might not see, can you please accept those?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you so much. So we have Mohit with us. Hi, Mohit.
Hey, Chinmay, how are you? I have a a very broad question. I must say, more academic and I guess as a community member and as somebody who's been in crypto for a while, I don't know whether this question is legit, but I'll lay it out for you, and then if you think it's not right for this platform, then we can take it elsewhere or discuss about it through other mediums. But the question is more in terms of there are a lot of wallets and cross wallets that are emerging, obviously, as it happens for a new market, right? I mean, there's a lot of competition also, many such wallets coming up. But I have to say that the kind of things that you're building for sure, and everything that you've said, be it in terms of the community that you have, and the broad scope of products that you're offering within the wallet, I think that's quite amazing. But how do you think this market is going to evolve in the wallet space, right? I mean, with so many of them merging, I mean, some of them will disappear. There will be consolidation. So, just your thoughts in terms of, as an investor, as somebody in the retail community, how should we think about the wallet when we are thinking about making an investment? So that's one. And the second part is that it's great that there's a lot of cross-chain capabilities that you are building within your wallet throughout different blockchain platforms, and that's quite amazing. But what are the risks involved in that? Yeah, right. When you are dealing with the same blockchain or smart contract, then it's kind of a transaction within that ecosystem. But once you're going beyond that into different blockchain platforms, right, for a cross-chain swap, what are the risks, and how do you mitigate those risks, and who takes those risks? And if something goes wrong, is that the risk of the investor or is that the risk which you are kind of taking on board? If you can talk a little bit about that. I don't know whether those questions make sense, but great project. Thanks a lot.
I think those questions make absolute perfect sense. And to answer the first one, I think the second one should be more towards Sobrera and Bruno. But the first one, I think you're talking about a wallet and why, as an investor, is that interesting? Well, I think we have to zoom out a bit to understand that the wallet technology that goes into the Klever app and an extension to the Klever exchange didn't exist before. That's why it took numerous years to actually build the tech stack. So you're actually investing into more of a technology company and into a tech stack itself, more than just a wallet ecosystem. And I think in order to understand why we built the wallet first, is because security is all. And look at exchanges, for instance. They built an exchange first and then dealt with the wallet security. Personally, and I think from most in the Klever team, it's the wrong approach. You first build up your security stack. You first understand why the wallet is the most important element. It's the heart of the entire ecosystem. And from there, you build products, more of branches outwards towards the browser, the swap, the exchange, and so on and so forth. So I think that's why the wallet itself is so central to the Klever ecosystem, because it's truly the foundation that makes us stand very steady every day. And that's the first question. So the second question, Felipe, would you want to take it?
Yes, sure. I will follow the second one. First of all, thank you for the support and for Klever. The second question is regarding I think that is something that is on our DNA. We are developers, so we created a lot of products. If you check this history from Klever, the guys we created a lot of products before before we created Klever. So we have a lot of experience on the market in a lot of industry and a lot of tech sectors. So we created something very amazing I think that is our secret sauce. And I think from the security side, Sobrera is the guy to tell about it. But on the product and the tech in the product side, I think that's something very interesting. And I like to use this analogy is if you know the Stripe, I think that the finance market has two moments, before Stripe and after Stripe. I think Stripe created an SDK very, very, very good for developers like me to create products and achieve new markets. I think Klever is creating something like that. For now, it's very difficult to create and to build products inside the blockchain. You have a lot of perspective. You have a lot of security measures standards that you must follow. There is a lot of cross-chain situations that you need to understand. And I think that Klever created something amazing. We are already using this, like I said before, in our products, in our exchange, in our marketplace. It's all connected. We created something that is an ecosystem that all our products are already using these SDKs and these APIs. So once we provide the community this SDK, I think that will be the moment before this SDK and the moment after this SDK. For now on, to create a product, it's very difficult because you have to create all the process with the blockchain. You have to connect the front end from the off chain, and then you need to send to the on chain side. And the Klever SDK, you create something very easily for developers to create. You just create a call, a request, and you install this SDK, and you'll be able to create the product that you want. So the hard part of the situation is fully baked by Klever OS. That is something that developers will be able to create anything that you want on the blockchain space. provided by us. And I think that's something very, very similar to Stripe, that when they created something for the finance market, and I built a lot of things with Stripe. And I think that Klever OS is something very similar to that, because it's very easily for us, for developers, for us to create products and to provide solutions. We can focus on our product, and Klever provides us the hard part of blockchain. The hard part of this kind of ecosystem is fully baked for Klever. They provide us the Klever OS provide us security, the standards call, the own chain site, and we just create the product that we want. It's easy. It's just there is a time before that and the time after that for developers like me. You know, I can say from my experience that it's very hard to create products. So if you are a developer and you want to create something amazing for the world, you just focus on your product. Klever OS gives you the tools and the provide you the tool to create your product that you want to create.
That's extremely helpful, guys. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. And looking forward to be part of this journey with you guys as a community member. Thanks a lot.